What's up guys, Ben from Living Survival, and today I got some ultra budget folding knives to take a look at, so stick with me. So guys, the knives I'm going to show you today are direct copies or clones of other knives that are much more expensive. About the only thing they don't share in common is the price tag. Of course, the blade, steel, and things like that, there are some differences, and that's why they are able to sell them at a super discounted price. I'm simply going to show a few folding knives that I got my hands on, and we're going to take a look at the quality of construction and see if they might be worth it to you. So the first one we're going to look at is the Gonzo G720. Now Gonzo makes several different knives. This one is sort of a mutant copy or clone of a Lion Steel SR2A, which retails for $180, and then it also has the Axis lock, or they call it the Axis lock, which is a pretty close copy to Benchmade's patented Axis lock. Now, how do they get away with that? Probably because they don't sell in the United States. The biggest difference is price. Instead of paying $180 for a Lion Steel SR2A, this knife comes in at $22. Now, the craftsmanship and of course the quality of the blade steel isn't going to be as nice, but again, it's $22 versus $180. Now, if you know anything about Benchmade knives, they do use this Axis lock. However, Benchmade's is much smoother, so the components are probably somewhat different. You know, Benchmade's, you can almost sit here and just pull it back and flip it open and shut. With this one, you pretty much have to use either your hands to shut the knife, or use the thumb studs to open it instead of flipping it open and closed like you can do on some of the Benchmade models. It does have really nice lockup when it is locked. Now, I haven't tested the amount of abuse this could take before that lock fails. I'm sure that there are other videos out there doing so. It has a really thick blade. It's a real stout and sturdy knife. Definitely going to be useful for some heavier duty tasks. It's a heavy knife. It's got a nice thick blade profile there, all the way down to a pretty sturdy tip. The grind lines up perfectly at the edge there. It appears to be ground the same on both sides, so grind quality is pretty nice on this Gonzo knife. The blade steel is 440C with G10 handles, and it comes in green, orange, and black. It does have some nice G10 handles with a G10 backspacer there. The fit and finish is really nice, no gaps or anything. Everything lines up really well. The lockup on this knife is really nice, and it centers pretty perfectly in the center of the liners there. There is a little bit of jimping up top here. It is very comfortable in the hand, and it will slice paper right out of the box. Take a closer look at the blade there, and then on down into the G10 handles. Pocket clip is tip up only and non-reversible. Alright, so let's take a look at another Gonzo knife. This is the G704 from Gonzo. This one directly resembles a Benchmade HK 14205 knife. If you look that up, Benchmade 14205, you're going to see that this is pretty much a direct replica as far as the design goes. This one features the Axis lock as well, although again, it's very stiff as far as the spring goes. Even though it may be a copy, it's definitely not made as well as Benchmade's Axis lock. Ambidextrous thumb studs, pretty easy to open there. Really comfortable in the hand. Again, if you're familiar with the Benchmade 14205, this one's going to feel pretty much the same. This one also has a 440C blade steel. It's got the orange G10 with some stainless liners in there, and then also some stainless standoffs. Reversible pocket clip, tip up only. Has a very nice tip on it as well. ground very nicely and evenly on both sides. Lockup on this one is solid as well, a little bit looser than the other Gonzo, but still very nice. And centering when closed is pretty much perfect. If you were to buy the Benchmade original version, it would cost you about $142, or you can buy the knockoff clone for $18. Feels really good in the hand, does cut paper right out of the box. So again, another great, maybe everyday user and abuser, and something that you don't have to worry about breaking. So the last one we're going to look at today is the Wren Mu 7010. Now this is probably the most popular Wren Mu knife out there. There's a lot of other reviews on not only the Gonzo knives, but the Wren Mus as well. This being the 7010 is full stainless steel, and this one most closely resembles a Chris Reeve Sebenza, which is a $350 knife. So ultra custom knife if you were to go the Chris Reeve route, or if you were to go the knockoff route. This one costs $9, and for $9 you can almost afford to buy a bunch of these, use them every day, and not have to worry about it. It is really well constructed. It's got a nice sharp blade right out of the box. It's 8CR13 MOV on the steel, dual thumb studs there, non-reversible pocket clip, tip down, two nice slabs of stainless steel, stainless standoffs, and then 8CR13 MOV on the blade steel. The tip on this one is perfect as well. Lockup is really nice, and centering in the blade is near perfect again. Nice little everyday carry folder for $9. So guys, there's a few other companies out there other than Gonzo and Wren Mu making Chinese production knives. Now there's some people out there that say that they're ripping off or cloning, higher quality knives and just putting a budget price tag on them, and that's basically essentially what they're doing. But let's face it, it's pretty much done with every product out there, whether it's packs, bags, sunglasses, watches, pretty much anything, any product out there these days has a clone or a very close copy of it. So I think for the price, the quality and construction is good enough on these to be used every single day. They're not like some of the products you find out there that are copies that are just complete junk. These knives are sort of an exception to that rule, and I do think these are worth the price tag. Again, with the G720 here, you can buy the Lion Steel for $180, or you can buy the copy or clone for $22. And I think that's probably a pretty fantastic deal. Sure, if you're a collector or you want something that's more heirloom quality that you could hand down, then yeah, buy the expensive one and put it in the drawer and add to your collection. But if you want something that you're going to use every day, then you definitely want to check out this Gonzo G720. The G704, the Benchmade clone, again, is a really good knife. It feels really good in the hand. All three of these were really sharp out of the box. They were really well centered. The lockup is great. So again, not what you would really expect from ultra budget knives. This one, the Benchmade version, which is no longer made, would have cost $150, or you can get the G704 here for $18. And then we have the Wren Mu 7010, probably the best deal out of the bunch, coming in at $9. This one is actually exceptional quality for $9. The lockup's tight, the centering is great, the blade is sharp, 8CR13 MOV steel, and there's really nothing bad you can say about this knife, especially for the price tag. Now guys, if you want a great deal on these knives, you can find them at GearBest. I don't believe you can buy them in the States. You do have to buy them international because of patents and things like that, and the fact that they may be direct copies or clones, so you would have to get those from an international seller. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that review today, taking a look at a few of the budget Chinese folders. Now these aren't going to be for everybody, but you can see that the price is hugely different from the other original knives that these ones were derived from. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. I was pretty impressed right out of the box with their sharpness and their quality of construction. Of course, it's really nowhere near the quality of materials and craftsmanship of the originals, but again, you're not paying the original price. So at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you spend the money and get a very, very nice folding knife, or you may just want something that you can use every day and not worry about it because of the price. Again guys, I'm going to put links to GearBest's website where you can find great deals on these folding knives. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please share it to all your friends on social media, Google, Facebook, and Twitter. Leave me a comment. I do try to respond to each and every comment that comes through. And as always guys, click that red subscribe button for more videos.